Hello! I'm actually filming this one before 10 o'clock, which is nice. It's the weekend, so I can do that. The only reason I didn't do it yesterday at an earlier time is because I was still wet. My hair and everything. But as you can see, still soft and shiny. Definitely like this shampoo. Yeah, if you happen to have seen yesterday's one, and I'm guessing if you are, you're from the future, because it doesn't look like I've had any views so far. Sorry about the politicking. Like I said, I don't tend to normally... It's not that I don't have political opinions, it's just I'm not always wanting to express them on here, because, yeah, this is a happy, fun place, or just, a place where I express opinions, but not necessarily ones that are inflammatory, shall we say. But they are my opinions, and I stick by them, but that's not what I wanted this place to be. I mean, yeah, obviously it's... I'm supposed to be doing movie reviews and such, and so there'll be my opinions on movies, and I'm not saying that politics hasn't got a place in any of that. I'm just saying that I'm not making a political rant channel. Maybe if I did, I'd have more viewers and subscribers and people would tune in more, or I'd get more arguments in the comment section. I'd actually have comments, but as for now, for me right now, that's not what I wanted this channel to be. I just want it to be me and my phone talking to you, and just being, just sharing my worldview, my philosophy, but not necessarily going on to an actual rant about this is how I think the world should definitely be. Although I did have a thought that because I don't understand. I've never been a big fan of labels per se. I'm a straight white woman, fine, whatever. But beyond that, why do I need to subcategorize? I like fandoming and self-identity. That's fair enough. That's what you call yourself. When other people put you into categories, that's when I'm like, why? Why do you need that many categories? So yeah. So labeling is not necessarily a thing I'm into. But I've lost my point. Where was I going with this? Self-identity. Yeah, that's a good thing. I've completely what I was going to say. Yeah. Wow, couldn't have been that good a point. But you hate it when that happens. You sort of, bye thought, bye. I'm sure you were a good one. Yeah, that was nice and deep. Thank you. We'll chat again someday, yeah? Alright, cheers. No, completely went out my head. Something about being true to yourself and having opinions that, you're allowed opinions. Of course you are. Not labelling. Oh yes! The whole thing about labelling, and the thing I don't understand about, definitely American politics. I don't know if it happens elsewhere, but America at the moment seems to be the most extreme. It's like, you're liberal, or you're Republican, and there's nothing in between, and if you're one thing or the other, and it's like, it's these two extremes butting heads, and I'm sure it's not actually like that, it's just the way it seems to me as an outsider, especially through social media, when you get certain hashtags and everything that are basically insulting each other. So why? But I did kind of come up with this sort of very vague idea that, I don't know how much of this is sort of true, but it's how I sort of sort it out, been sorting it out in my own head, is that liberals see the way, Republicans see the way the world as, this is how the world is and should be and will ever be because we said so and it's how it's always been. And whereas liberals seem to be more, well, this is the way we think the world could be if we just sit and talk and discuss a few ideas, and let's see how we can make it better and improve it and get everyone around the table and talking about it. So yeah, I'm not saying that's like a perfect or even accurate analogy, but it's a way it kind of fits into my head. But anyway, this has been a longer introduction than normal. But I have the book with the questions that I try to answer. This book. Should we see what today's question? Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's. Okay, my I've got the wallpaper that changes every few seconds, and I don't know if I mentioned before, but my current rotation of wallpapers is when I went to Potterworld. and I took a few selfies. And sometimes they're not that attractive, especially when I'm trying to look at myself here, and then suddenly there's a bigger picture of me down there. It's like, whoa, there you go. I'm not gonna be. So yes, not the screen down, not look at my face, but look at this face. It's all good. So anyway, the question of the day is, have you ever witnessed a random act of kindness? What was it? How did it make you feel? That's a nice question. I mean, I've done random acts of kindness. I remember when I was a kid, and one of my younger cousins covered a blanket over one of our other cousins. I don't know if it was his sister or what, but basically looking out for each other. So with little kiddies looking out for each other, I see a lot of that. I actually there were. Well, I found out his name recently. Someone told me it once and I forgot it again, and now I've learnt it finally. But we're going to refer to him as Hot Dog Man. But he's he's a local street vendor. Does very nice hot dogs, and he's very generous as well. He'll give me discounted or occasionally free, but which we're not supposed to accept. Oh, there's a stupid logic about that. So you're not supposed to accept food from street vendors because I think it's more when the world market's in town, because they're like, oh, because then it looks like if you clear up their bags, it's like they're giving you back. No, they're just giving away free samples. And anyway, so I kind of get some logic, but apparently they had said that if you accept food and you get sick, then we can't be responsible for that, so you shouldn't do it. And I'm just like, so if we buy the food, that's, we're not going to, then we get sick, or what about all the other people that are eating the food? And there are a couple of them, especially the guy who does like the Turkish pastries, or the Turkish Italian, the fancy cakes. Oh yes, like the olive bar as well. So you got one side, you got cakes, and the other side is olives and stuff, the antipasti types things. And he always goes, hey, you want to try my thing? Well, this is this and this is that, and here you like olives? Here, try this. So he's constantly giving away free samples, which means people are constantly trying his food, and nobody's gotten sick from it. I've bought from him every time he comes around. I try and buy something from him because I quite like antipasti. I usually get the sun-dried tomato, garlic, I like pickled garlic, and I'm not sure what it is, like little potato slices or something. Like, they're quite nice anyway. I usually get that combination. It's good. But yeah, so I see, my Hot Dog Man, I see like gives away some food to some of the homeless people and such. That's fair enough, giving away his wares. That's why. I mean, if I say a random act of kindness, I mean, it depends on. I can't think of any, like I said, outside of my friend giving away some of his food at the end of the day, or kids being sort of cute and adorable, like he go. I mean, I get, because I'm obviously constantly got the barrow and like picking up rubbish and stuff, so people do stop and like see rubbish, and they make sure to, especially when the wind picks on, it flies up my barrow, they'll pick it up for me and put it back in, and I guess that would count as a random act of kindness, and I'm just like, oh, thank you. So yeah, it makes me feel happy that people do that. Yeah, and then it's, I don't know, I mean, makes me smile. If it's the kids doing it, especially littlies, it's like, oh, that's just adorable. Oh, well done, parents. Or you watch the kids chasing the pigeons around, or just, I can't honestly think right now that I've seen sort of really big gestures of acts of kindness. I mean, I try and be generous. Like, you see people on the internet. I mean, Erin's had to do a couple of GoFundMes, or you see other people's GoFundMes, and you sort of look at them, and then you see like some people put like, you get a few people that are like $5, $10, $20, whatever they can afford. I've done a few myself that have been like 20, 25 if I had the money spare. I'm not always able to do it. And then you see the donations that are a couple hundred, a couple thousand, and it's like, wow, that's really awesome. And if you've got the money to do that, and it's something you can get behind or want to help with, then I would never pressure anyone into giving. I retweet and sort of share when one of my friends is doing anything like that, like a GoFundMe or something where they're trying to do a charity drive. So I will create the awareness, but that's it. I'll just say, hey, help a fella out if you can. And that'll be it. I won't like be chasing people, so, oh, you should go do this. But when I do see that people have dropped the big money, that's like, oh, that's so cool, and that person's now going to be getting help they need, and that's... So yeah, I guess that counts for roundabout time. So yeah, I mean, if I see it, I think it's awesome. And especially if it's a little kid, I think it's adorable. So I just try to... Yes. Yeah, I mean, I have several different types, and it makes me feel good. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think we've done that. Just be good to each other. Be awesome. Be amazing. You know, if someone falls over, don't laugh. Pick them up. Unless they fall over a really funny way. Make sure they're okay first, then laugh. But laugh around the corner. Don't humiliate them. They're really stacked. They don't need that. But anyway, okay. So yeah. So long as people are awesome to each other, then the world should be a much better place. But it's about having people wanting to be awesome, and whether or not they're going to do that. But I don't know. Anyway, that's me. That's my opinion. My opinion is be excellent to each other. I think I've heard that somewhere before. This is me on the Twitters at Phoenix11. Type that in that way. That spelling. You can also find me on Tumblr, but I don't know because I don't go there very often. But anyway, yes, awesome. Thanks for listening to me be unusually rambly today. I do appreciate it. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and tell me your random acts of kindness or what you think about labelling and self-identity. I've been Michelle, you've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.